Thank you. Good afternoon, all the second year students. Now today we will see the, the advantage and disadvantage of all routes. Now first you can see now oral routes. Oral administrations, oral administrations or oral routes. The oral route is the most common route. 90% people choice of the route because is acceptable or very safe route. Now you can see the advantage now. The oral routes, you can take the tablet, capsules. This is the solid, it's a solid doses form. It's having the unit dose. It's having the unit dose. Now see the advantages of tablet, capsule in the solid unit doses form. Now first, it's a very common. It is safe route. So many patients is a choice. Second, as compared to the liquid, as compared to the parenterals, the tablet capsule, it's a very cheap, it is economical. Now second advantage is in the sense cheap, it's a cheapest. For example, the syrup bottle, Corex syrup, it may be 30 rupees. You can carry the tablet, 1 rupees for one tablet. That's why it's a very cheap. Third, it's a natural route and convenient. Convenient. Next, this route permit the withdrawal of drug in case of toxicity. Is allowed to permit the stop. चालू करो. Start. Now see again. Oral routes advantages. It is safe, economic. Next, natural, convenient. The fourth one is most important. It is used for withdrawal of drug. That route you have to permit withdrawal of drug in case of toxicity. In case of toxicity, you know the toxicity. The patients accidentally or intentionally they try to suicidal, and at that time, before reaching the systemic circulation of drug, the drug can be withdrawn easily. Use the enema, etc., different type of drug they can permit. Now see the disadvantages. Now these are the advantages and disadvantages of oral. See the tablet and the capsule. Compared to now the disadvantages. You have to compare solid dosage form to the liquid and the parenteral. As compared to that, you have to disadvantage. The tablet is solid unit dosage form. For example, as compared to the parenterals. Onset of action of tablet is late, slow, as compared to the parenteral onset of action is very rapid because it reaches directly in the blood and the effect is start from 0 second. But in case of the tablet, when tablet is goes to the buccal you can administer the tablet, is goes to buccal cavity in the mouth, then esophagus, then stomach, then intestine, and it take the time reaches in the systemic. That's why onset of action is slow. Second, absorption is irregular. Absorption is irregular drug absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract, different part of that GIT absorption is different. Some part is absorbed in the stomach, some part absorbed in the duodenum, then small intestine, then goes to the bloodstream, that is systemic circulation. That's why the absorption is irregular. Absorption should not be 100%. And the third, it is not used in case of, it is not suitable in the case of vomiting and the diarrhea. Diarrhea in the sense of severe. Diarrhea. See, though, during the vomiting it is not possible to swallow the tablet. So difficult, and you are suffering from the severe diarrhea. You can administer the drug and it is removed immediately. That's why it is not suitable in such a conditions, vomiting and the diarrhea. It is not it cannot be used, in the patient. Which patient now? Can you understand? Uncooperative patient, in the sense, another word you can use, unconscious. Unconscious patient. Such a patient is lost their conscious and unable to the swallow it. Such, in that time, it is not used. That is a disadvantage of the oral routes. Now the next, some drug like insulin, another drug is oxytocin, are destroyed in GIT fluid, are destroyed in GIT fluids. Hence, such a drug is not used orally. This is always given to the intramuscular or intravenous. You know the insulin. Insulin is the common drug for diabetes mellitus. Those are in second type. Diabetes mellitus, insulin dependent. Always take the insulin by intramuscular. That's why it is not given orally, because when you can take orally such a drug, GIT fluid totally destroyed, and such a drug should be inactive, not produce any effect. That's why this drug is not used orally. Next, some irritant drug not used by orally because they cause nausea and vomiting. And the next, some of the drug having bitter taste. You know bitter, कड़वाट. हिंदी में कड़वाट बोलेंगे, मराठी में कड़ू. वो आप देखते ही you can try to swallow it immediately. You can say the nausea. Change the face reading now. When you can intake such a drug, it's very difficult to swallow. Then you can अपना मुंह टेढ़ा कर देते हैं आप लोग. Such a drug you are not allowed for the oral. Some drug is bitter in the taste, is not allowed, are not acceptable by oral routes. Now these are the advantage and disadvantage of the oral routes. Prepare notes properly. Always ask in the annual examination. Can I again explain now? See again. Advantage. Oral routes. Advantage. It is safe. Next. Economic. You know it. क्या कहाँ चल रहा था?
Second point.
Now the next third point. It is natural and convenient route. Next, it is allowed to permit the drug withdrawal facilities in case of the suicide, when the drugs should not reach in systemic circulation. Such cases, the drug withdrawal is permitted. Now see the next point is the disadvantages. You know the oral routes. Onset of action is slow. Absorption is very irregular. It is not suitable for vomiting and the severe diarrhea. It cannot be used in the patient unconscious and the uncooperative. Some drugs are like insulin and oxytocin are destroyed the GIT fluids. These are the inactive drugs that they are used, does not use orally. Next, some drug are irritant, some drug are irritant. It is not allowed by this route because they cause the nausea and the vomiting. The some of the drug having bitter taste, it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. Okay. Now advantage and disadvantage of oral routes is over. Now write down. Next you can see the second point, sublingual routes. So the definition, the tablet is placed below the tongue, dissolve, melt at body temperature, dissolve in the mouth immediately in the mucous membrane, and through the saliva reaches in the blood systemic circulation and produce the desired effect is very rapid. Now see the advantage. Absorption is rapid uniform, and so it is useful in angina. This word is new, angina. That is a chest pain. You may be called heart attack. Why? Because of the drug dissolve in body temperature immediately, mix in the mucous membrane, and absorption is uniform. Absorption and rapid uniform. Onset of action is rapid, and that's why it is used in the emergency of angina. Angina is a chest pain, severe chest pain. Is like feeling the heart attack. Second, the liver is bypass, so drug metabolism in the liver, drug metabolize in the liver during first pass effect directly enter in the systemic circulation. Now second point, so important, the liver is bypass, so the drug is metabolized in the liver during the first pass effect. What do you mean by the first pass effect? See, tablet administered rectal cavity, in the sense tablet place under the tongue. Then what happen now? It melt and dissolve, it goes to the stomach. The stomach, that is a part of GIT. Then here is the duodenum, then small intestine, that is a small lumen of small intestine. Here is a liver. Okay, that is liver. Then this goes to see the diagram. Read now. See the diagram. Drug placed below the tongue, then it goes to the stomach. In the first, during the first pass effect. What do you mean by the first pass effect? The drug that are absorbed via GIT are circulated to the liver first via hepatic portal vein. That hepatic portal vein, during the first pass effect, liver is act as a filter and drug directly goes to the hepatic portal vein to the systemic circulation. When you can take the drug, some drug is lost in the GIT. That avoid such a drug is passed through the first pass effect through the stomach. These are these hepatic portal vein is goes to the liver, and then the drug filter in the liver and then pass through the systemic circulation. That is called the first pass effect. Bypasses the drug, so metabolize in the liver during the first pass and directly entered to the systemic circulation. Now the next, so difficult, but you try to understand. When you can take the drug and drug mid, some part of the GIT is absorbed. For example, some is goes to the mouth, absorption take place, is goes to esophagus, then stomach. Some drug is absorbed, then metabolize is happen. Such a drug is avoided, then pass through the first pass effect. Next, these are the two advantages. Now disadvantages. Those drugs having the bad taste, bad smell, or irritant in the nature, not suitable. You know it very well for this route. How bad taste, you can keep below the tongue, automatically nausea and vomiting is created. Similarly, bad smell, irritant drug, that's why it is not suitable for such a drug is not suitable for this route. Second, it is not convenient. These drugs are useful in the treatment of angina. The quantity is small, but some drug is so this route not convenient in the large dose. It is used in the very small amount of dose. Those easily placed below the tongue. For example, you can take paracetamol, put in tongue, it is not dissolved, and they are having the bad taste. That's why it is not convenient. They require very small amount of tablet, like 4 mg, 5 mg, 4 mg, 6 mg, like that, but it is never used in the 1 gram, 2 gram. That's why it is inconvenient. The large dose is not permitted for, hence it is inconvenient. Okay, now this also over. Sublingual advantage and the disadvantages. Next should be one rectal administration. Write down full form, don't write short, not allowed in the examination. Drug in the form, you can use the suppositories. You know the suppositories, the melt at body temperature, they insert in the body cavities. Some you can use the ointment or enemas. This can be administered by this route. The body cavities they can administer suppository rectal admission, then some vaginal tablets is there, you can administer in the body cavity, some enema. Now see the advantages of this route. First, oral medication is not possible because that is the first. Oral medication is not needed because they insert the body cavity. This is what that is. It's a very safe. Second, some drug is destroyed in the GIT fluid. That you can use by this route for, in the sense of some the drug is liable to destroy GIT fluids. They can use by these rectal routes, these forms, suppository ointment and the enemas. The drug should bypasses the liver. Fourth, when you can use, that is important, evacuant enema. Evacuant enema, it is used to remove fecal matter before the surgery, delivery and X-ray for GIT. You know the evacuate enema, the fecal matter removed from the bowels before the surgery, delivery and X-ray for the GIT. Now next should be the disadvantage. Absorption is slow. That is a major disadvantage. Absorption is slow, irregular, and unpredictable. Next, most important, it is embarrassing to the patient. Stop it.